welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today I'm sharing DIYs using tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. Alright, we're going to do some spring DIYs as well, along with some Easter in this video. So I'm going to be using this wooden bunny from Dollar Tree and I'm going to go ahead and paint it white. And honestly, everything I'm using in this video, I'm going to end up painting white. So when that tissue paper does go on top of the items, the background is just a little white. I didn't want it brown. I just wanted it to all kind of look like it's supposed to be together. I loved this one. I think this is honestly my favorite tissue paper and I used this one multiple times. I honestly used all of them multiple times because I had so much tissue paper to go around. Now, I am no decoupage queen. I honestly think I've used tissue paper once in my life for a craft and probably never again. But honestly, this was pretty fun. I just had some Mod Podge and I'm just using a sponge brush so I can just throw this away. Sometimes when I use Mod Podge, my brushes end up being kind of crusty because I don't clean them out right away. Now, I used, like I said, this tissue paper was my favorite and honestly, I think this craft is just my favorite. The bunny is so cute. I picked these up right when they started getting Easter items out, and I have not seen them since. So I did grab some carrots, eggs, and this bunny, and I just think that these are so nice, especially for Dollar Tree. I think they are very like high-end and made really well. And I'm just using some Mod Podge once again to go over the top of the tissue paper. And then of course I'm going to use some sandpaper to sand off the edges and trim it down with some scissors. Once that was done, I just had this in my craft stash. Actually, it wasn't even in my craft stash. It was in my Easter decorations. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use it. And I know I either got it from Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree. I can't remember which one, but I know both of them sell similar, I don't even know what to call this, like some sort of like wreath decor, or I'm not even sure. And then I'm just using this burlap flower just to stick right here. I mean, he looks cute all by himself, like without any embellishments, but I just thought he needed something else. And I just love this one. These Easter egg crafts, the papier-mâché eggs, these were $1 from yard sale, and I know originally they came from Hobby Lobby, so I'm not sure if they have them still, but $1 at a yard sale. I cannot go wrong with brand new crafts. Now, I used a couple different tissue papers for this, and like I said, this one is my favorite, so I used multiple eggs on this one. Now, I painted all of them white just so that brown did not come through the tissue paper, and then I'm just kind of smoothing it on one side, and then I end up just grabbing the eggs. So like the first couple, I was smoothing them out, trying to make them like super perfect, and they weren't turning out perfect. I trimmed them down and then added more Mod Podge along the way and then on top of them as well. And then after a while, I just took tissue paper, put it on the egg, put tons of Mod Podge on, and literally just grabbed it like I was squeezing something with my hand. And I think those ones actually turned out a lot better. These are so fun and versatile because you can really put them anywhere in your decor. If you have a basket, I decided to throw mine in a vase. So this is just a bunch of different ones that I did. I did not like the tissue paper. I keep wanting to call it scrapbook paper. I never use tissue paper. I did not like the colors that were solid. Because I'm no pro. And they just seemed to look super messy. But I love the prints. I think these turned out so cool. To these wooden carrots, so I'm going to be painting them obviously white on the tops because that is actually where I'm going to be using the tissue paper. So I did end up painting the tops of these both white, and then of course I'm going to go ahead and paint the carrots of course orange. I guess they could be a different color if you're going to use these as decor. You could always just leave them wood. I was really I didn't really want to paint these because I love this wood. I just love the way it looks. So honestly, you could buy these and just set them up as is. But I mean, we had to just craft them up just a little bit. I'm just using some chalk paint. I want to say this is just the color pumpkin. I want to say that that's what it is because every time I do fall crafts, I'm like, okay, this makes sense, pumpkin, and I'm going to color some or paint some pumpkins. So anyways, I painted both of those orange. Now this tissue paper pack was really pretty and I just loved all the different styles of it, but we're going to go ahead and just use this green one. I actually bought it for that eucalyptus or that greenery leafy one. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but that's actually what I bought it for and then didn't even end up using it. So I think I'm going to have to end up using it in some sort of craft eventually. But I'm going to go ahead and just add these green to the tops of my carrots. And then just to finish this off, I'm just going to go ahead and dry brush. I am using a chip brush in the color Truffle Paint by Waverly. To give these carrots just a little bit extra, I did kind of want to cover where the tissue paper ended and begun. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some twine, wrap it around a couple times on both of these carrots, and then I just ended up adding some twine bows that I just wrapped around my hands a couple times and tied them up. One, I'm going to use 2 of these wooden eggs, and these are also from Dollar Tree as well, and they were only $1.25. So I don't know if I said that with the carrots and the bunny and the eggs, but they're all $1.25. Now I'm going to paint these white because tissue paper, of course. And now the tissue paper, you only get 8 sheets in it, which you'd think that that's not a lot, but when you are using it for crafts, a little bit goes a long way. I think I only end up using like 3 total tissue papers, and then I had like some extra left over because who knows what or who knows why I saved the extra, but you just never know. I'm going to go ahead and use this tissue paper on one of the eggs, and then I'm just going to use the other little floral one from the other pack on the other egg. I did end up going over the tops of everything with an extra layer of Mod Podge just to make sure that it would seal right. I just didn't share every step by step because this got very repetitive after a while. I also used a little piece of sandpaper to scrape the edges, and this actually works perfect just to get all the extra tissue paper off. And I did that with everything as well. And then we're going to go ahead with this little, wired embellishment. We're just gonna call it that. So I added one to this, and then I thought that it just looked a little bit lonely, so we're gonna go ahead and add a second one to this, and that is all I did for this one. I thought about adding some florals and just some extra stuff, maybe even a little bunny. Maybe down the road I will, because I think a bunny would actually be cute. I do have a couple more of these eggs, and I do plan on using them for something different. For this one, I decided to just go ahead and add some twine, and then just some fun extra things that I had in my craft stash. I always have a ton of different flowers or ones that I honestly have reused in the past. I make so many crafts, so I do reuse a lot of my items as far as bows and a ribbon, and sometimes I even save rope or twine or whatever I can. So just kind of, save some money on extra crafts, especially if you don't need a ton of twine. So this one, I want to say that all these flowers are from Dollar Tree. This one is a felt one. And then the second one that I use, this one is just a foam one. And I think it is actually from Valentine's Day. And then I'm just going to add some moss to this. I just thought that that would kind of be a cute little touch to this. And that is it for these wooden eggs. Not going to Dollar Tree every season and not pick up some of these color your own ornaments. I don't know if anyone has actually used these to color with ornaments or we just craft with them. But I'm going to go ahead and obviously paint these all white, and then I'm going to use this really pretty floral scrapbook paper for all of these eggs. And for these, I thought that I would just add some of these little wooden bunnies. These are also from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add it to 3 out of 5 of those eggs that I put the tissue paper on. I also just added the little string or the little twine that the ornaments did come with, because we're going to turn these into a garland. I know, like, that's pretty, everyone does it, I get it. But sometimes the seasonal stuff, like, it just gets you and it wants you to make this stuff. I'm just using these type of beads. Actually, a lot of them came from garlands from Dollar Tree. And I think the gray ones came off of Amazon in a pack with buffalo check and like some other ones, but I just ended up putting them all together, and I just think this one is so cute. I wish I had a mantle to add this to, but I think I might just end up adding it to the wall. I'm not sure yet. And also for this one, I'm going to go ahead and add a different scrapbook paper to the bunny. Obviously, I painted it white. Mod Podge, this one was on its last leg. I tell you, I kind of added some water to it just to make it last a little bit longer, and I think I added too much water, but the tissue paper stuck, so we're okay. This one I loved. I think this is the most Eastery, springy, and I know those aren't words, tissue paper of all time. I just love the colors. I just love it. I think they're so cute. So once that tissue paper was done, we just decided to turn this in. I said we, but it was actually just me doing this, into just a little garland / tassel embellishment decor piece. What do we even call this? What is this? A little beaded tassel. I just added some ribbon and some twine to the bottom of this, and I think it turned out absolutely adorable. You guys, that is it for my tissue paper DIYs. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love you to stick around and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!